Today on Wheel Rev, we're taking you deep into the saddle of Kawasaki's ultimate sports touring machine, now the 2025 Kawasaki GTR 1400. If you're a rider who craves the long-haul comfort of a grand tour but refuses to give up the raw performance of a supersport, this bike might just be your perfect companion. Stay tuned as we break down every angle of this powerful two-wheeled mile muncher, from its updated features to its road performance, design highlights, and the reasons why the GTR 1400 continues to carve out a loyal fan base year after year. Let's get rolling. First, a little context. The GTR 1400A, also known as the Conquer 14 in some markets, has been Kawasaki's flagship sports tourer since its debut in 2007. Over the years, it has earned a reputation for being a powerful, comfortable, and tech-savvy long-distance machine that can easily double as a weekday commuter or a weekend canyon carver. For 2025, Kawasaki hasn't reinvented the wheel, but they've refined it, updating key features, tweaking the design, and adding a few smart touches that push the GTR ahead of the pack in the big bore touring class. At the heart of the GTR 1400 lies the beating pulse of a modified ZX14R engine, a 1.352cc inline-4 powerhouse that's been tuned for broader mid-range torque and smoother power delivery. The result is a bike that feels at home cruising effortlessly at triple-digit highway speeds, yet can launch itself forward with thrilling urgency when you twist the throttle open. Riders can expect around 155 horsepower at 8,800 RPM and a healthy 136 Nm of torque, peaking around 6,200 RPM. That's more than enough grunt to carry rider, pillion, and a full set of luggage up steep alpine passes without breaking a sweat. One of the standout features of the 2025 update is the refined fuel mapping and an upgraded ride-by-wire throttle system. This means throttle inputs are smoother and more precise than ever, perfect for those long days when a jerky throttle can really sap your energy. Coupled with Kawasaki's K-Act, that's Kawasaki Advanced Coactive Braking Technology, the GTR offers excellent stopping power and stability, even when fully loaded. The latest iteration of K-Act works in tandem with a linked ABS system to ensure that braking force is distributed optimally between the front and rear wheels, boosting rider confidence in all conditions. Speaking of long days, comfort is non-negotiable on a touring bike, and the GTR 1400 does not disappoint. The ergonomics have always leaned toward the sporty side of touring, but the 2025 model sees subtle refinements, including a reshaped seat with denser foam for better long-distance support, and a slightly wider windscreen that's electrically adjustable at the touch of a button. The new screen does a fantastic job of deflecting wind blast off the rider's chest and shoulders, and can be raised or lowered to suit your height or riding speed. While the frame remains the same aluminum monocoque design that keeps weight central and handling sharp, Kawasaki has tweaked the suspension to strike a better balance between plush touring comfort and sporty handling. Up front, you get 43mm inverted forks with adjustable preload and rebound damping, while the rear is handled by a tetra-lever shaft drive system, a unique Kawasaki design that minimizes shaft jacking effect, keeping the rear end planted under hard acceleration. Now, the shaft drive is actually one of the GTR's hidden gems. Unlike chain-driven bikes that demand regular cleaning, lubrication, and adjustment, the shaft drive on the GTR 1400 is virtually maintenance-free, making it a big plus for riders who plan on racking up thousands of miles across seasons. Less maintenance, less mess, and more time spent actually riding. In terms of electronics, the 2025 GTR 1400 stays true to Kawasaki's philosophy of giving the rider practical technology without overcomplication. You get a traction control system with multiple modes, linked ABS as mentioned, an eco-riding indicator to help stretch fuel range, and an intuitive LCD TFT hybrid dash that combines classic analog dials with a crisp digital display. The new dash layout is easier to read at a glance and now features smartphone connectivity via Kawasaki's Radiology app, so you can check maintenance intervals, log rides, and even tweak some settings on the fly. Storage is a big part of any tourer's appeal. And Kawasaki hasn't skimped here either. The GTR 1400 comes standard with two color-matched, lockable hard panniers that hold about 35 liters each, plenty of space for a weekend's worth of gear or even a light grocery run. For those who want more, Kawasaki offers an optional top case that integrates seamlessly with the bike's design, adding another 47 liters of cargo space. When it comes to design, the 2025 update brings a fresher, sharper look to a bike that's always managed to look muscular yet refined. The fairings have been subtly restyled with new angular lines and slightly revised vents that help channel hot air away from the rider's legs, a welcome tweak for warm weather rides. LED lighting is now standard across the board, from the twin headlights up front to the crisp tail light and turn indicators, giving the bike a modern glow and improving visibility for nighttime or poor weather conditions. Riders also get heated grips as standard, a feature every touring rider appreciates when the weather turns cold, and Kawasaki has added an extra USB-C charging port up front to keep your devices topped up. Small touches, but they add up to make long journeys more enjoyable. Another subtle but important improvement is the upgraded windshield mounting, which reduces vibration and noise when you're blasting down the motorway. Combined with the excellent wind protection and slightly raised handlebars, the GTR's cockpit feels like a place you can spend whole days in without feeling beat up at the end of the ride. And that brings us to the price. Kawasaki has managed to keep the 2025 GTR 1400 competitively priced in a segment that's often eye-wateringly expensive. In most markets, you're looking at an MSRP starting around $18,500, which, when you factor in the level of performance, tech, and a bulletproof reliability reputation, stacks up very favorably against rivals like the BMW R1250 RT or Yamaha FJR1300. So, who is the GTR 1400 for in 2025? It's for the rider who wants the best of both worlds. A bike that's just as happy devouring continents as it is carving mountain switchbacks. A machine that balances raw Kawasaki performance DNA with the practicality, comfort, and storage of a proper touring rig. Riders who don't want to mess around with chains, who want to ride further with fewer fuel stops thanks to the generous 22-liter tank, and who want to stay connected without having to wade through layers of over-engineered settings. After spending time with the 2025 Kawasaki GTR 1400, it's clear that Kawasaki knows its audience. They haven't chased fleeting trends or overloaded the bike with tech that most riders won't use. Instead, they've refined what works, dialed in the ergonomics, polished the electronics, sharpened the styling, and made sure the core experience remains exactly what fans of the GTR expect: smooth, powerful, comfortable, and ready for anything the open road throws at you. So, if you're in the market for a bike that can handle cross-country tours, weekend escapes, and still make the daily commute something to look forward to, the 2025 GTR 1400 absolutely deserves a place on your short list. It's a testament to Kawasaki's ability to blend performance, practicality, and bulletproof engineering in a package that keeps riders coming back for more. That's it for today's deep dive. What do you think of the new GTR 1400? Are you considering one for your next big adventure bike? Drop your thoughts and questions down in the comments. We love hearing what you ride and what you're planning to ride next. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Wheel Rev for more in-depth bike reviews, and ring that bell so you never miss a ride. Until next time, stay safe, ride far, and keep those wheels turning. See you on the next one.